Hi, my name is Kelly and you're watching That Smells Divine. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 4 blind buys that I purchased off of Amazon. Quite reluctantly, I was very nervous about purchasing fragrances off Amazon. So if you'd like to see what these 4 fragrances are and how I feel about them, please keep watching. Before we get started in today's video, I would just like to address my eyelash situation. I have been trying to get down with the whole magnetic eyeliner thing because I am sick and tired of taking my makeup off at the end of the day. I feel like it would be so much easier just to rip off some eyelashes, call it a day, and I have really not been having any luck. I am on my second box of eyelashes. I tried like the magnetic ones that there's like 2 and they clip together. Those did not work for me at all. So I just ordered the other day. I forget the brand name. Let me check it. Okay, these Latterice magnetic eyeliner and eyelashes, and like it's just, I read the reviews and I'm just having a really hard time, and I don't know if like maybe I need to keep practicing, but today for the first time like I actually got them somewhat in place. They're not that comfortable. I'm not super pumped. I'm trying to find the holy grail, but I feel like I just keep getting sucked into these purchases. Can anyone relate? Like, how much crap have you bought off of Instagram and TikTok in the past 2 years that like you just feel like it's gonna be this game-changing product, and then you get it and you're like, this totally falls flat. So anyways, I'm not giving up on these eyelashes yet. I think it could be that I just need more practice, but feeling a little frustrated. So I don't know. Have you guys tried these? What do you think? I mean, they look okay. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, in addition to that, I also want to acknowledge the complete disaster behind me, which actually just is my fragrance collection. I had to dig through because I'm filming a couple of videos today. I'm doing some batch filming, and I realized as soon as I turned the camera on that you can totally see all of it, and I don't care because we're not about perfection over here, are we? Okay, so diving into today's video. So I had never bought perfumes off of Amazon. As a rule, I just like, I've never trusted it. I'm always just like, okay, I'll just, you know, purchase off Lucky Scent or Fragrance Net or Mercari or Marshalls, or I'll just go to Sephora, or I'll go, you know, straight to the website, whatever, but I've never purchased fragrance off of Amazon. And for my birthday, which was all the way back at the end of March, I got a couple different like Visa gift cards for my birthday from friends. I had like $100 worth of gift cards. And I was like, what am I gonna do with these? Like, obviously all I want for my birthday is perfume because that's all I ever want for anything. And so I figured out a way to like load my Amazon gift balance up with these cards, which is actually pretty cool, and I'm sure like everyone else knows about it. But to me, it seemed like a pretty cool hack. And so I was able to load up all the cards onto Amazon. And then I did a little research. I went into some fragrance Facebook groups and I asked around like, hey, like, is it kosher to order off of Amazon? Like, am I gonna get scammed? Like, what's the deal? And a bunch of people responded to the post and they were like, you can totally get quality fragrances off of Amazon. Just do your research, check out the seller reviews. So that's what I did. I ended up getting 4 fragrances that I'd never smelled before, but they were on my wish list. I have like a blind buy wish list, and then I have like a wish list of fragrances that I've smelled and I want full bottles of. So all 4 of these were on my blind buy wish list, and I was able to get all 4. So we're gonna run through them each today. I'm so excited for this video. Okay, starting off with the very first fragrance, and if you see me like continuing to look down, it's because I have notes written down on my computer here, so that's why I'm looking down. So the very first fragrance, and it's funny, I think that I've been referring to this fragrance in other videos, and I think I've been giving you the wrong fragrance name because there's numbers included in the fragrance. So just bear that in mind. So the very first fragrance is this Sol de Janeiro. It's the Brazilian Crush CHEIROSA. It's the 71. I'm pretty sure I was saying like 68 in all these videos when I was referring to it, but it's 71. Very important. Okay, so CHEIROSA 71 has notes of caramel, macadamia, white chocolate, vanilla, sea salt, and coconut nectar. And this is not the actual perfume. This is the hair and body fragrance mist, because a lot of people said this was like equally as good. It has great lasting power, and you can like use it as a layer as a layering tool, right? So that's partly why I got this. So let's go ahead and give this a sniff. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is like, I want to eat this. Like, I actually kind of want to drink it. They should put a warning label on here. Like, please do not ingest this, because, oh my God, it smells so good. It literally just smells like the ooziest, like caramel, almost like a butterscotch candy, but like if it was a caramel. It doesn't smell like butterscotch, just like that thickness and that sweetness. It smells so good. I can kind of smell like a macadamia white chocolate chip cookie thing going on. Definitely smell the vanilla. This is as gourmand as it gets. Like, I want to eat this blotter. I want to drink this. I want to eat this. Like, it smells so good. So good. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that saltiness. It can smell a little bit of the coconut. Like, it's just such a beautiful, delicious, warm, sweet, like oozing, sticky gourmand. I will say, I've been wear testing this for the past 2 months, because I got these all like 2 months ago. To me, it doesn't last that long. It does not last, which is unfortunate. However, I have found that it's a great layering tool. It's also something I like to spray on myself before I go to bed, like while I'm doing my whole Netflix and chill routine. I find it very comforting. I find it very soothing. Obviously, it's like 110 degrees in Texas right now. So, like, it's not the ideal summer scent, but I have still been wearing it. Like, I've been wearing it when I go to the grocery store, when I've been wearing it when I go to bed, like I said. And I think that this will also do really well in the winter, because it'll be such a great layering tool with all my gourmand fragrances, you know, the vanillas, all the boozy vanillas in my collection. Like, it's just gonna work so great. The other thing that I want to say about this is recently I reviewed, or I did a first impressions of What About Pop by the House of Oud, and they are extremely similar, but I actually like this one better. Now, I have not air tested What About Pop yet, so I don't know like the projection, the sillage, like the longevity. I don't know any of that. I don't even know really how it wears on skin. I do not think I've sprayed it on skin yet. So take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but not having wear tested What About Pop yet, like, I'm going with this all the way. Like, this smells the same, if not better. Oh, so good. Okay, moving on. Okay, the next fragrance from my Blind by Amazon haul is the one and only Adam Levine For Her. Now, listen up, y'all. I had a really difficult time purchasing this. First of all, I hate celebrity fragrances, like, with a passion. I know I need to open up my mind about that a little bit, and I have done so recently by, like, dipping into Ariana Grande. So I'm getting there, but when I first read about this, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not buying an Adam Levine For Her fragrance, right? And then I saw the bottle, I saw it's supposed to be a microphone, I was like, oh my God, it's so tacky. And then I went down a rabbit hole on Fragrantica one night, and people were raving about this fragrance, like absolutely raving. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on my Amazon wish list, we'll see, you know? So I ended up getting it for like $12 for this giant bottle of perfume. What is this? It has to be 100 ml, right? Yeah, it's 100 milliliters, 12 bucks, okay? Anyway, I read like 500 raving reviews, and I was like, okay, done. So here are the notes. Top notes, and if you guys have been following me for a while, when I read these notes, you're gonna be like, oh my God, that is so up her alley. Top notes of spices, marigold, saffron, and citruses. What? Mid notes of Australian sandalwood, Indian jasmine and rose petals, and base notes of vanilla and benzoin. What? Okay, so spoiler alert, I love this. It is definitely interesting. I'm not 100% sure if I have a legit bottle. I'm just gonna put that out there because it does kind of have this like slightly watered down quality to it, but I'm not sure if that's just the fragrance or if it's that I didn't get like the real thing. But even if I didn't get the real thing, I love this. So it almost doesn't matter. But it kind of, there was this fragrance that I wore back in like 1999, and I'm not gonna remember the name of it. I feel like it was called Azzaro, perhaps. I'll have to do some research and figure out what that perfume was, and I'll try to put it in the text here if I can find it. But I wore that fragrance, and it had a very similar quality where it had kind of this like watery quality, and I believe I got it from one of those perfume discounters at the mall. So I'm wondering, I'm like, is this sort of like its own kind of style where it's a little bit like watered down, or have I just gotten this and that bottle have just not been like the real thing? But either way, I love that bottle. I blew through it. I was like 17 hostessing in a restaurant, and I blew through that bottle one summer. And this I love as equally. So it's not a 10 out of 10 for me, but it's close, and I'll tell you why. I wear tested this a bunch. I never know if that's correct English. Is it I war tested it? I wear tested it. I tested it for a bit. For me personally, it's not really going with these super hot temperatures. So as soon as it started getting super hot in Austin, I stopped wear testing this. But for a while I was wear testing it, and it's got this like really pretty, like floral, like kind of creamy, woody, sort of spicy. It's just like this conglomerate. Like it's got this like multifaceted component to it that I love in fragrances. And I think that that's why I'm really gravitating towards this. It kind of has like this citrusy, like bug spray almost thing to it. And I know I say that a lot, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I actually really enjoy the smell and the sort of viscosity of bug spray scent, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it just has this like really beautiful, slightly floral, slightly creamy, slightly woody, slightly spicy. And every time I wear tested this, the longevity was incredible. Like, the performance was amazing. I could smell this on myself for like 10 hours after I sprayed it. Like, it was great. For me personally, I think this is going to be more of a fall scent, maybe even a winter scent. But yeah, it's just gorgeous. That benzoin really comes out at the end of it. Like, it turns into this kind of like boozy but still sort of creamy and spicy scent. It's just delicious. I think a man and a woman and anything in between could wear this. Obviously, like, do whatever you want, but it leans equally masculine and feminine in my opinion. I just think this is a gorgeous, for $12 or whatever the hell, I think it was $12 that I bought it on Amazon for. Like, this is a no-brainer. Like, if anyone is having money issues right now but you need to smell good, just get this. Get it. If you don't like it, it's 12 bucks. You know what I mean? But yeah, really happy with this. Okay, next on my list, this is something that I'm trying not to show you. This is something that I actually fell like truly, madly, deeply in love with, actually. So let me give you a little bit of a backstory. From the years 2006, I believe, or 2007 to like 2011, I wore Dolce & Gabbana's light blue like it was my job. I wore it every single day. It was my signature scent. I would wear it during the day. If I went out at night, I actually had like a Bath & Body Works Vanilla Noir that I would wear, which, oh my god, that fragrance was so good. Did anyone else wear that? Oh, so good. But Dolce & Gabbana light blue was my daytime fragrance. I worked at the same sushi bar for 8 years in Santa Cruz, California. And whenever I smell light blue, I think of that, of going to work there, because I would spray it on before I went to work. And so now it just reminds me of like my work day at Mobo Sushi, which, shout out to Mobo Sushi. If you live in Santa Cruz, go there. Best sushi ever. So good. Anyways, so when I found out that there was a fragrance called I Love Love by Moschino that was a dupe for light blue, I was like, I gotta check this out. I had heard that it was like an almost exact dupe, but like slightly sweeter, which really kind of grabbed my attention. So I finally pulled the trigger on smelling Moschino I Love Love, and spoiler alert, I'm in love. It is so good, you guys. I have been wearing this, like, I have a ton of fragrances, right? So like, to have, I know that doesn't look like a dent, but I've been wearing this like almost every day. I mean, it is a dent because all up here, this is all real estate up here too, right? Like, I've been wearing this almost every day since I got it back in end of March, I believe, or no, it was early April when I bought this stuff. I'm obsessed. It smells just like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, but actually a little bit better. It's a little bit less apple, more citrus. It's a little bit more well-rounded to me. It's a tiny bit sweeter. The longevity is incredible. Like the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue performs really well, but this, I don't know. I'm kind of in love. So let me read you the notes. So we've got top notes of grapefruit, orange, lemon, and red currant. Mid notes of sugarcane, bulrush, lily of the valley, tea rose, and cinnamon, and base notes of musk, cedar, and woody notes. Let's go ahead and give this a sniff. It's just delightful, you guys. It's like the ultimate summer fragrance. Like, I think the reason why I've been reaching for this so much is because, like I said, it's been really, really hot here, like unseasonably. Usually it doesn't get this hot until like July, August, and it's been like the entire month of June has been like so freaking hot. And this, it just smells so cooling, so refreshing. Like it's literally the perfect citrus fragrance to spray on yourself when you're freaking hot, you have to be outside, or you just got in from being outside and you just want to smell fresh and sweet and clean, and like it's just absolutely gorgeous. Up top with the light blue up top, I get like mostly apple. With this, it's primarily the grapefruit. I would say that's like the main distinction. With the orange and the lemon, not really getting the red currant, but it's more grapefruity up top, so it's even more refreshing. Like the apple's a little bit, kind of gives it almost this like candy kind of tart thing, where this just feels more citrusy, more zesty, more sparkly, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's so pretty, you guys. Like I can't exclaim enough how much I love this fragrance. I do not get the cinnamon at all, thank God, because I hate cinnamon in fragrances. And when it dries down, it's definitely got that musky cedar woody notes thing going on. This is just gorgeous. And again, like so cheap. I think it was like maybe 20 bucks, $22. I can't remember, but I'll post links in the description to where you can currently buy these for like the best price. Because I would say all 4 of these are like safe. Yeah, all 4 of these are safe blind buys. I would just do it. Especially if you like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue and you don't want to spend however much money, like just get your hands on this. Okay, moving on to the 4th and final fragrance. We have Chai EPICE, I have no idea how to say it. It's from the Gourmande line, which I believe is an exclusive to Urban Outfitters. So this is more of a fall winter fragrance, but I had to snag it because I had never heard of this one before. I had heard of a bunch out of this particular line, but I had never heard of this one. So with Chai EPICE, we have notes of almond cream, sorry, that's one word, almond cream, sea salt, and ginger flower. And this is along the lines of the CHEIROSA 71. Oh, but this is so pretty. This has like, I definitely smell the sea salt and the ginger flower. It has a very like marine quality to it, but not in like a mineral, aquatic kind of way. It just it has that like warm, sandy kind of smell. Do you know what I mean? When you're like close to the ocean and you can just kind of smell the salt air, like it has this quality to it. The ginger is gorgeous. It's like really light. It's not super spicy. It's just giving it a little bit of, it's ginger flower, right? So giving it a little bit of this like floral kind of spicy sort of aspect to it. But the main player here is the almond cream, and it's very creamy. It's delicious. But the creaminess is very balanced out with that sea salt note as well. This is really, really, really good. I would layer this, oh my gosh, I want to try to layer this with Yosha's Ginger Chow. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be an incredible combination. Yeah, I would also layer this with like any sort of vanilla based body lotion. Perhaps I'll try to layer this with the Beach Nights from Bath & Body Works summer collection. I think that would be really good. Yeah, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, this just smells really good. I think that it would also layer really well with Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc, or also maybe even Soleil Brûlant. I'm really into layering lately, so bear with me with the layering suggestions. But yeah, I think also this would go really well with your kind of typical classic coconut / vanilla beach vibes fragrances, like Vanilla Vibes from Juliet Has a Gun, Maison Margiela Replicas Beach Walk, I believe it's called, would also go really well. I'm trying to think of what else I have that's coconutty. I actually recently just wear tested Honoré de Pré Love Cocoa. I don't think that perfume is still being made. I believe it's discontinued, but it was a hit in the clean beauty world in like 2013, 14. And I had a sample, and so I've basically used it up. But this would also go really well with that if you have that in your collection. Yeah, it's nice. The only problem that I found with this when I did wear test it is that it's kind of it's a personal scent, which is why I think I'm so keen to layer it with things, because I want a scent bubble. I want people to smell me. I want to walk into a room and for people to be like, ooh, she smells good, you know? I also enjoy just smelling myself, but because of that, this is something that similar to the CHEIROSA 71, like I'm more inclined to wear this when I'm like lounging around the house. This to me would smell really good like on like a summer or fall morning with like a cup of coffee and you're just sitting down at your computer to get some work done. Yeah, delicious. Chai Epice from Gourmande. So that concludes our 4 blind buys from Amazon. It was a total win. I'm so excited. I would say if you are going to purchase from Amazon, do your research. Be careful about who you're purchasing from. Read the reviews from the seller, not from the product. Go to the seller site and read the reviews on the seller site and make sure that they've got a good rapport going so that you can make sure that you don't get fake perfumes. Before we close out today's video, if this was your very first time watching my videos and you loved this content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell for future videos. And leave me a comment also. Let me know, have you tried any of these perfumes? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you have layering suggestions for any of the perfumes I mentioned? And also I would love to know, like, have you had success buying off of Amazon? Have you had any recent blind buys that were a total hit for you? Let me know in the comments. I love reading all of your comments and engaging with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. But not having worn test. So that concludes worn test. I have not